Pennington into Hamid, who's on one and now gets the first boundary of the Nottinghamshire innings. It wasn't meant to go there, it was a little loose. He is prone to those loose attempted drives wide of the off stump.
In and bowls, and this is driven nicely by Hamid over pitch. That will be 4 runs. Quick outfield here, and nothing that Tom Kohler-Cadmore can do about that except trot back to the boundary to retrieve the ball. Best shot of the morning so far. Here's Jake Ball into Slater, who gets that off a thick edge down to that very short boundary into the Smith-Cooper stand, or into the boundary boards in front of the Smith-Cooper stand. Past umpire Mallender is there and bowls. This is whacked away though through the offside. It was short and wide, that one from Jake Ball, having given him the big build-up.
A bit of the side, please. Next ball is him! Explosive sight of Hamid's off stump, castled out to the ground. And for the second time this season, Hasib Hamid hasn't lasted very long against Somerset. Loses his off pole spectacularly.
Into Slater, who cuts nicely, bang, as it goes into the boundary boards in front of the Smith-Cooper stand. That was short and wide from
matches this season, been particularly cold. As Young gets this away, there'll be at least a couple of runs. In fact, there might be enough on it to go for 4. It's hit to the furthest part of the... Comes in now and bowls, and Slater's got runs in, maybe even 4 of them. It was very deliberately played with an open face, guiding it to the left of Kasey Aldridge.
In bowls, full of length and flick down to fine leg for 4 runs. Not a good ball from Aldridge. Pitched up on leg stump, and Aldridge, again, this is pitched right up, and again that reached the boundary in a nanosecond from the bat of Will Young. It was a poor delivery from Kasey Aldridge. Is Aldridge in and bowls, and this is played square of the wicket, and Pretorius had no chance at all there, even though he was only about 5 yards away from the line of that shot from Ben Slater, but with mixed results. This is pulled for 4. Short from Aldridge, and there isn't enough pace in this pitch to reward short pitch bowling.
Final ball of Pretorius over down the leg side.
Yeah,
this time he has got him. A leg side strangle. It was a really good catch from James Rew. It was indeed, Anthony. Ben Slater. And he's had 2 noughts in the county championship this season, as well as those 3 centuries.
Aldridge to Young. Takes him on the pad. Appeal for LBW gone. That's the 3rd wicket. Good ball from Kasey Aldridge. He's been taking the ball away from the right-handers. Leach bowls, and it's a sweep, and that will be 4 runs.
Ugly.
Jack Haynes off the mark with that.
Ugly, wasn't it?
Leach in and bowls, and this again is turned into the onside for 4 runs.
Get him off.
Too much down the leg side, Jack.
Very much enjoying the return of county championship cricket. Next ball is driven past the bowler by Clark. He'll get a couple at least here. In fact, he'll get 4 on it. Just given that enough bottom and enough welly.
He's there, bowls down the leg side, and that's just helped on its way to the square leg boundary by Jack Haynes. He's in and bowls to Haynes, pitched right up and driven for 4. And is it
winning the Charlotte Edwards Cup yesterday? So congratulations to the side, as Joe Clark has his own congratulations with a thumping boundary through the offside for 4 off Overton. Plenty of pace as Overton bowls again and punched through the offside for 4 by Clark. Just push it into that gap really, and it's always going to race away for 4. It's a fast outfield, but it's...
He's in and bowls. This is driven away through the offside. Half volley wide outside the off stump, and cracked away through the offside by...
conning trick in action again. It looks green, but playing absolutely beautifully as this is punched away on the offside by Haynes. He has found a nice bat there, hasn't he? Gets a boundary.
Here's Jake Ball in bowls. This is whipped away through the onside to that, well, it's not the shortest boundary, that one. It's straight mid-wicket, but it's short enough.
Facing Overton now, tickles this nicely onto the leg side, and I think that'll go for 4 as well. It will indeed. It just about has enough strength to crawl over the boundary road. 47 for 3, tickled away down the leg side. And is there anybody down here? There isn't. So that's going to bring up the 150. Joe Clark just forges ahead.
There's Pretorius in and bowls. This is driven away through the offside, and that will go for 4. Tom Banton's given up the chase early on. Just trots after it to retrieve it. Pretorius in and bowls a half volley, which is driven away through the offside. Leach is in pursuit, but my money's on the ball. And the ball indeed wins the race.
Well, real full, aren't they, Somerset?
159 for 3. Pretorius in and bowls, and this is whipped away through the onside, and that'll be 4 runs. Over pitched.
50.
And 50 for Jack Haynes from 52 deliveries.
Into Clark, who's driven it out on the offside, and that's going to go for 4. Is it? Oh yes, it's just. It was a good diving effort by Umid there, but the ball wins. Is again the big lad. Oh, it's a bouncer and it's been pulled. It's been top edge by Joe Clark and it's gone for 4. Jake Ball's going to have to retrieve the ball.
Next delivery on its way now, and oh, he's got a boundary here, Joe Clark, and that's going to take him to his 50. Almost looked to pull out of that one and then just flinched at it. Would love to have got a century there against his former side. Aldridge bowls and he's gone!
Tom Banton.
Straight into the hands of Banton, went hard at it, Clark, drilled it to extra cover, straight into the hands of Banton. Had very little time to react, but react he did.
I'll check, but
not much.
Oh, it's caught. Good catch by Craig Overton, the skipper, going to his left at first slip. A good ball from Pretorius.
Towering man. Bowls and edged, and has that been caught? It has in the gully.
Tom Lavenby.
Tom Moores has to go.
To Lyndon James, both batsmen on 0, but not for much longer, as that's going to go for 4 runs up to straight mid-wicket, over pitch from Pretorius.
Over the Batman board at the far end. Good delivery, has brushed the outside edge, and Lyndon James has gone cheaply as well. He's fallen for 5, and it's 190 for 7, and this innings unravelling very quickly. 57th over of the innings, and that's a lovely shot from Harrison. He's had to wait and bide his time, and then gets a foolish delivery just outside off that he can drive back all the way along the ground.
Here's Jake Ball to Olly Stone. That's driven down the ground for 4 runs, over pitched, and nice free straight drive.
From the Stuart Broad end, comes into Harrison, who's got lucky here. There are 1 slip, 2 slip, gap, then 4 slip, and it's gone. Next delivery sent down now, and Harrison will pull this away for 4. No need to run for that one. For all the world, I can't imagine why they're running up and down, because that was always going to go
into the media world, and very much enjoying the change.
Next ball driven through the offside by Stone. Lovely looking shot this from Olly Stone. Half volley from Craig Overton. Nearly called him Kasey Aldridge then. Thought is it? Oh crikey! And Harrison's got a boundary here, but that tells you nothing, I know. Next delivery on its way now, and driven through the offside for 4 by Olly Stone. As Anthony said, send your answers into @Brace Cricket or have a look. Oh no, nobody's.
See if I'm probably just a bit too late.
Shot.
This is turned into the onside for 4 runs. Whipped away, just straying onto leg stump there. Tries again. Slog sweep, and that'll go for 4 runs off the inside edge.
It was a really spectacular dismissal. This is the shot of this session so far by Olly Stone. He's played that beautifully through mid-wicket.
Last ball of the second over the new ball. He's there and bowls, and this comes off a thick edge down to fine leg, just lobbed in. Ball in the bowls. This is whipped away through the onside, over pitch from Jake Ball. That's his bad ball of this over. 269 for 7. Oh, it bowled him! That is the end of Kelvin Harrison, clean bowled by Miguel Pretorius. Pennington runs this again, wide of slip, down to the 3rd man boundary for 4 runs.